the ditch where the tall reeds lean. The slow sun lays on the pasture green. Gravel sighs under worn boot heels like an old truth turning under the wheels. Smoke climbs out of a coffee tin, twists through the dark where the moths drift in. The hills hold still when the day burns low, and the heart gets quiet enough to know. There was a yard with a clothesline row, a gate swung wide and a row of soap. Bare feet black from the August ground, running the fence where the beans climb round. Now that place lives on in the hands, and the way they fold and the way they stand. Years move through like a creek through stone, taking a shape and leaving it lone. Maybe faith is a lantern scar, a little heat, not a blazing star. Doubt is the dust the roadside keeps, rising soft with every step it meets. So let me walk where the long fields breathe, where the light slips down through the locust leaves, where the world grows deep and the name grows thin, and the fire throws gold on the dust and skin. There's a peace that stays when the words all slow, like a small struck match in the afterglow. No grand design in the hawk's white turn, just sky and silence and a patient burn. Still the darkened trail feels kind somehow, like it doesn't need an answer now. Let me walk where the long fields breathe, where the world grows deep and the name grows thin, like a small struck match in the afterglow.
There's a pool in the path where the tall pines lean, where the dust lifts slow in the in-between, and the field goes pale in the falling light, like a thought half kept at the edge of night. From the stove, black stones to the creek bed bend, something old in me keeps the same old step. Like a boy once sure every road ran true, before the miles learned how to split in two. Now the fire burns low with a patient sound, and the dark rolls out past a clearing ground. Every spark takes off then is gone from sight, like the names we lose if we wait one life. There are things I miss that I can't retell, just the shape they left in the smoke and smell, and the wind through grass says it plain and clear. What was mine back then never stayed right here. They just hold the dust till the stars come on, and the quiet lets what is true come near, without a word, without a fear. So I sit with the fire and the breathing land, with the ash on my boots and the dirt on my hands, and I'm small as a seed in the throat of the night, but the dark doesn't hurt when the coals burn bright. If there's a name for grace, it is plain and slow, like a trail through the grass that the lost ones know. No bell ever rang, no sign was shown, just the sky sailing down through the cedar smoke, and a heart like a road learning how to go slow. So I sit with the fire and the breathing land, with the ash on my boots and the dirt on my hands, small as a seed in the throat of the night, and the dark goes soft when the coals burn bright.
Down by the bend where the tall grass sways, evening leans soft on the end of the day. Boots in the dust and the cold full of pine, smoke from the fire moves slow through the sky. Somewhere a whippoorwill turns on the dark, somewhere the old road remembers a car. Nothing to prove in the hush of the land, just dirt on the knees and a map in the hand. Back past the ridge where the fence posts fade, there's a field in my mind that the years never claimed. Mother's voice carried low through the screen door light, calling us in while the hills held the night. And now every mile puts a crease in the soul. Time is a wheel and it turns where it goes. Still when the black old creaks in the breeze, that far off yard comes walking through me. Maybe faith is a path through the pines, not a clear sign, just a line after line. And doubt is a stone that stays in the shoe, keeping each step slow enough for the truth. So I'll stay where the fire leaves go in the air, where the dark comes down gentle and nobody stares, where the world feels wide and the heart feels small, and somehow there's mercy enough for it all. With the creek talking low by the edge, edge of the clearing, and the night saying less, but somehow sounding nearer. Like a trail going on where it never began. I'll stay where the fire leaves gold in the air, where the world feels wide and the heart feels small, and somehow there's mercy enough for it all.
Line broken by the weight of ice, dust on the cuffs and the hems of time, a narrow path through the sumac grove, like a thought half buried but not quite gone. Evening laid gold on the backs of the weeds, like Carlo in the birds and seeds. Out west held their breath so low, they made my small life feel still and strong. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Fire in a ring of blackened stone, smoke going up where the dark had sown its quiet thread through the cedar limbs and the open fields at the forest rim. Somewhere a screen door lived in my head, a porch light hum on the words unsaid, the kind of father might almost mean, then lose to the years in the space between. When the road goes dim and the crickets start, something older walks through the heart, soft as ash but it settles deep. Let the night come down through the tall grass, slow through the orange coals and the afterglow, through the names gone thin and the miles gone wide, till the herd lies still at my roadside side. Oh. There's a truth, it is small and plain, like a fire kept low in the wind and rain, like a hand to the earth when the words won't stay, like a trail that fades but still knows the way. No great answer fell from the sky, just smoke, just stars, just the dark nearby, and a little peace I could not deny. Let the night come down through the tall grass, slow through the orange coals and the afterglow, through the names gone
by the pines where the footpath bends. Evening gathers in loose gold strands. Dust lifts slow where the boot heel lands, like a thought too old for careful hands. From the fire comes a low red sway. Smoke writes lines that the dark won't say. Somewhere far through the thinning gray, the creek keeps time in its patient way. There was a field by the house back then, tall enough to outgrow the fence. The late light fell on the rusty tin, and the world fell near and the years fell thin. Now the hills hold names I never knew, and the road runs on where the blackbirds flew. Every mile takes a little too, leaves me less like the boy I knew. Still the night has a quiet tongue, says not all that is lost is gone. In the hush where the crickets run, even doubt can lean on something strong. So I'll stay where the fire burns low, where the tall grass bows and the slow winds blow. Let the dark come down, let the silence show what the loud days hide, and the heart won't know if I'm small in the face of it all. Maybe small is a faithful place to fall. Ash goes white by the edge of dawn. Tracks fade out, but the ground goes on. What was mine was never mine for long, just a borrowed light to be walking on. So I'll stay where the fire burns low, where the tall grass bows and the slow winds blow. And if I'm small in the face of it all, maybe small is a faithful place to fall.
Past the bend where the pine roots show, evening spills in a copper glow. Dust lifts off from the healing soul, like a worn out prayer from a weathered soul. By the fire in a ring of stone, smoke climbs slow where the dark has grown. Far off ridges go faint and blue, and the whole wide earth feels passing through. was leaning and growing late. Screen door sang with a hollow chime, in and out through the ribs of time. Bare feet ran where the roads were straight, certain love would be home and wait. Now those days are the seeds, the crows scatter wide where the dirt road goes. Still the hills don't demand a name. They hold the lost and the light the same. In the hush where the blackbirds fly, even doubt lets its shoulders lie. Let me stay where the slow smoke climbs, where the trail runs out and the grass line shines. If I'm small in the widening frame, let me be small and remain the same. There's a peace where the fire burns through, in the quiet that asks so little of you. What was mine was a borrowed flame, brief as breath and as hard to name. Let me stay where the slow smoke climbs, where the trail runs out and the grass line shines. If I'm small in the widening frame, let me be small and remain the same.
Past the pines where the narrow trail bends, day goes dim through the boughs again. Boot soles pressing the cedar dust, slow enough for the mind to hush. Firelight shakes on a ring of stone, smoke climbs up like a prayer half known. Out in the dark where the ridge lines fade, something weary in me grows plain. There was a house at the edge of town, white paint peeling, the fence falling down. Late sun lay on the garden rows, warm on the backs of our hand-me-down clothes. Now those years move like seed on the breeze, carved for a breath in the tops of the trees. What stayed bright in a young heart's keep turns to ground running clear and deep. And the hills don't speak in a human tongue, still they hold shadows start. Even doubt finds room in the dark. Let me walk where the tall grass parts, with the dirt of the road and a quiet heart. If I'm small by the weight of the sky, let me be small without asking why. There's a peace in the smoke and the slowing flame, in the wide worn earth that won't keep my name. Asphalt soft where the fire burned red. Night leans close where the old path led. Nothing here has to be held too tight, just a borrowed breath in the open night. Let me walk where the tall grass parts, with the dirt of the road and a quiet heart. If I'm small by the weight of the sky, let me be small without asking why.
By the edge of the timberline, where the dusk lays down in strips of pine, a kettle hums on a bed of flame, and nothing out here needs a name. The trail runs thin by the sleeping hill, past rock and root and a whippoorwill, while smoke goes up through the deepening blue, like the thoughts that leave and circle through. Back of the house where the dirt road bent, summer would shine like it never meant to slip so quiet from hand to hand and leave us changed by the taller land. Now every mile is a slower sound, tire marks fading in the ground, and the boy I was feels close some night in the hush between the pines and lights. When the fire burns low and the wind leans near, what was lost grows plain, what was loud grows clear, and the dark out wide with its patience span makes a smaller thing of a certain man. So I sit with the smoke and the settling ground, let the silence say what I never found. There's a grace in the weight of the open air, in the truth that not every prayer turns fair. Still the hills hold fast, still the stars stay kind, and leave a little room for a restless mind. Far beyond where the fence posts end, doubt and wonder walk like friends, and the night so wide, so old, so deep keeps what it takes and what it keeps.
Grass seed caught in the cuff of my jeans. Day went dim through the rows of green. A two-track ran by the edge of the pines, thin as a scar, but it still felt kind. And dust rose slow where the boot heels fell, like an old loose prayer that I knew too well. And the hills held back what the mouth won't say, until the light went soft at the close of day. Fire lay low in a ring of stone. Smoke climbed up where the dark had grown. Cedar and earth in the open air. Nothing to prove, ain't nobody there. Somewhere home was a screen door swing, bare feet, creek water, a tin cup ring. But the years went by like a truck gone west, leaving long white lines through the chest. When the crickets start and the talking ends, even a doubt sounds like a friend. Out where the world is wide enough, so I let the night lay a hand on me. Through the grass, through the smoke, through the cedar trees, where the small in my bones don't have to hide, and the old heartache goes still inside. If there's mercy here, it is lean and plain, like a little red fire in a breathing plain, like a road gone faint, but it still runs true. Through the dark, through the dust, carry me through. No bright sign cut through the sky above, just a patient dark and a field enough, and a heart going quiet where the tall grass moves. So I let the night lay a hand on me. Through the grass, through the smoke, through the cedar trees, where the small in my bones don't have to hide, and the old heartache goes still inside.
Bare ground under the cedar shade, boot soles dark with the miles they made. A pale dirt road and a fence gone low, leading back where the corn used to grow. Smoke curled thin from a borrowed flame, and the dust said softly my given name, like the yard out back when the screen door rang, and the whole wide dark was a kindly thing.
Far hill holding the afterlight, crow call fade
where the old paths fade, but the wild things grow, where the smoke climbs up and the stars lean near, and the small in me has no need for fear. If a face still lives, it is plain and deep, like a seed in the dirt that the dark will keep. No thunder spoke and no sign came through, just the grass, the flame, and a sky turned blue. Then the first star lit what I already knew. So let me rest where the fields breathe slow, where the old paths fade, but the wild things grow, where the smoke climbs up and the stars lean near, and the small in me has no need for fear.
Tall grass leans against the rusted wire, where summer heat still smolders like a fire. The red clay dust is settling on my skin, reminding me of places I have been. A hawk is circling slowly overhead, searching for the things that we left unsaid. The shadows stretch across the empty lane, drinking up the remnants of the rain. The orchard wall is crumbled to the floor. There's no one left to guard the cellar door. I used to climb the oak to see the town before the heavy years began to weigh me down. The bark is rough and silver in the light, holding on to ghosts of middle flight. I trace the carvings made by smaller hands, markers left in shifting golden sands. Cedar smoke, a quiet truth the younger version spoke. It's not the distance, it's the way we walk, listening to the stones begin to talk. We're only guests inside this open space, folding time like linen in a case. The horizon is a line I'll never reach. The silence is the only thing to preach. Let the light go thin, let the hills turn gray. Every mile I've lost is finding its own way. house is the only thing to preach.
A narrow trail through the maple shade. Evening settles and the light turns late. Dust stains go where the bootsteps fall, like an old worn psalm with no words at all. By her ring of stone, by a breathing flame. Smoke goes up like a half-heard name. Past the trees where the hillside drops, the world grows wide and the thinking stops. There was a porch with a crooked screen, and rows of beans and a patch of green. Mother called when the day burned low and the fields went still in the afterglow. Now the years move thin as the cedar bark, peeling back in the early dark. What was certain at 12 or 10 won't sit the same in the chest again. Still the hills don't rush and then they let the broken places mend. In the hush where the fire burns through, even doubt sounds honest too. So let me stay where the ground breathes slow, where the tall grass leans and the blackbirds go. If I'm small in the width of the sky, let me be small and not deny it. There's a kind of grace in the unseen thread, in the road that fades but still runs ahead. Ash turns white where the coals once shone. Night lays down like a weathered stone. Nothing here can be held for long, just a borrowed fire and a walking song. Let me stay where the ground breathes slow, where the tall grass leans and the blackbirds go. If I'm small in the width of the sky, let me be small and not deny it.
A dirt road bending by the sycamore trees, evening settling in with the hum of the leaves. A crow flew where the far field dipped, and the light let go in a copper slip. Fence posts lean like they've seen it all, through the years gone hard, through the years gone small. And a boy I knew in a hand-me-down coat still walks that ridge in my throat to smoke. Firelight shook on the blackened tin, chased up the dark again. Pine sap rolled ash in a kettle hiss, made a kind of church out of loneliness. Home comes back in a broken frame, screen door slammed in my mother's name. But time moves on like a creek through stone, taking the shape of what it's shown. When the night gets wide and the words thin out, even doubt is a quieter mouth. Even grief sits down by the flame. So let the hush come over me slow, like smoke through the pines where the soft winds blow, like a hand on the earth when the heart won't mend, like a road that forgets where the fence is in. If there's faith at all, it is small and near, in the coals going red and the grass been clear, in the breath of the dark and the patient ground, where the lost things ache but they still are found. No great voice rolled out of the sky, just a deeper blue and the stars gone high, and a peace that came without asking why. So let the hush come over me slow, like smoke through the pines where the soft winds blow, in the breath of the dark and the patient ground, where the lost things ache but they still are found.
At the edge of the pines where the path runs thin, evening leans through the bark and skin. Dust comes up where the old boots slide, soft as a word with no need to hide. By the small campfire's patient glow, smoke goes high while the shadows grow. Far hills holding the final light, still as a thought at the start of the night. There was a yard in a gravel lane, tall grass bending before the rain. Screen door rang with a tired refrain, then went quiet and rang again. Now those days move like seed on air, here then gone through the weeds somewhere. What felt solid at 10 or 9 slips through the hand like a thread of twine, and the dark doesn't come to break, only to show what the daylight shade. In the hush goes on and the trail goes on. Nothing here ever has to stay, only to pass in a quieter way. Let me walk where the ground stays true, where the grass bows down with a passing through. If I'm small in the fields this wide, let me be small and not divide.
Beyond the bend where the footpath swings, light comes loose through the trembling limbs. Dust lifts up from the healing toe, soft as a thing that the years let go. Near the fire in a ring of stone, smoke goes thin in the dusk alone. Far off hills in the fading shine hold their breath like a humble sign. There was a field by the kitchen door, wild with clover from fence to porch. Bare feet ran through the leaning grass, sure that the days would be built to last. Now that place lives in scraps and seeds, in the scent of pine and the burr of weeds. What felt fixed in a younger chest drifts like ash when the fire takes rest. Still the dark has a kindly way, takes the sharpest noise away. In the hush where the night birds start, even doubt sounds close to heart. Let me walk where the slow pines sway, where the road runs out at the edge of day. If I'm small in the face of it all, let me be small, let the shadow fall. There's a peace in the ground below, in the quiet things that the wide winds know. Then they turned to gray. Nothing here was mine to keep or save. Just a borrowed hour, just a patch of flame, just enough dark to unlearn my name. Let me walk with a slow pine sway, where the road runs out at the edge of day. If I'm small in the face of it all, let me be small, let the shadow fall.
There's a turn in the trail where the tall pines thin, where the light falls down and the dusk walks in. Boot soles hush on the broken stone, like the woods know well how to leave one alone. A kettle breeze by the red flames seen, and the creek runs black with a copper gleam. No one speaks but the earth speaks plain, in the smell of smoke and the hint of rain. Past the rise, the fields go pale and wide, like a page left out where the years can't hide. There was a porch and a screen door swing, and a low lamp lit on the edge of spring. We were young enough not to name the age, just dust in our cups and the day half spent. Now the miles lay down what the heart can't keep, and the dark brings back what it buried deep. Maybe grace is small as a patch of flame, not a shouted truth, just a quiet name. And doubt is the sound of a branch let loose, till it bends the ear a little closer too. So let the night come down through the cedar shade, let it settle slow where the firelight sways. When the world grows wide and the soul grows spare, there's a kind of hope in the open air. Not the kind that shouts, not the kind that shines, just a steady glow at the edge of the pines. No clear handwriting lines in the sky, just ash going soft and the stars going high. Still the road in the dark feels less like an end, more like something broken learning to bend. Let the night come down through the cedar shade, when the world grows wide and the soul grows spare, there's a kind of hope in the open air.
Stone in my pocket, dust on my jeans, late day sun and the leaves turn green. A trail cut thin through the elder trees, bent like a question in a quiet breeze. Somewhere beyond where the fence posts end, fields lay open like an old amen. And boy, I was kept walking there, with a scraped up hope and a summer stare. Now the fire leans with a careful glow, breathing out where the dark grass grows. Smoke goes up in a crooked line, like a thought that slips from its proper time. Crickets soar through the edges of night. Pine bark holds what it saw in light. And the road back home, though it still runs west, doesn't end where it used to rest. When the world gets wide and the talking stops, truth comes down and the cedar drops, soft as ash on an open hand. There's a place in me like a patch of ground, where the lost years go but are still around, where the small flame stays when the wind moves through, and the dark makes room for a steadier view. Not every prayer needs a church or a name. Some are only smoke and a little flame. Some are boots going slow through the grass again, trying to bless what they cannot mend. No great sign, no voice from above, just the hills holding still enough for a heart to hear what it's made of. There's a place in me like a patch of ground, where the lost years go but are still around, where the small flame stays when the wind moves through, and the dark makes room for a steadier view. Down where the tall grass leans in waves, past the fence and the sumac graves, a narrow trail cuts through the pine, like an old thought crossing back through time. Smoke from the fire lifts slow and thin, night folds quiet at the edges in, boots in the dirt, no need to speak. The dark grows white and the heart grows meek. There was a field by the house back then, where the wind would bend and rise again, and every summer seemed to stay in the dust that hung at the end of day. Now the road runs out through stone and weed, past what's gone and what I still need. Some names fade like a creek runs dry, some stay lit like ash in the eye. And the farther the hillside rolls, the that's left in the settling air is a breath of prayer, and the ground laid bare. So let the fire speak, Lord, tonight. Let it name what I can't make right. There's a truth in the hush between what was dreamed and what has been. Under heaven, vast and plain, I am small, but not in vain. Somewhere beyond the blackened trees, mercy moves with the evening breeze, and out like smoke may drift and climb. Still the stars keep their patient time. Let the fire speak low tonight. Let it name what I can't make right. Under heaven, vast and plain, I am small, but not in vain. Where the old trail dips by the shale and pine, day burns low in a copper line. Boot prints press in the breathing ground, soft as grief when it makes no sound. Firelight leans on a circle of stones, smoke climbs up like a hymn half known. Past the ridge where the last birds veer, the dark comes close and the heart grows clear. There was a porch in Apache lawn, cricket stitch in the dusk till dawn. Mason jars on the window ledge, sumac red by the barbed wire edge. Years went by like a truck on the road, slow at first and gone in the smoke. What a boy could hold with his open hands now blows through like the field grass bends. Still the hills never ask for speech, they keep the things that stay out of reach. In that hush where the thin stars start, even doubt quits pulling apart. Let me fade with the evening wind, with the dust on my shoes and the light gone thin. If I'm small in the wide, wide frame, let me stand and be small the same. There's a truth in the hush below, things that leave and the things that grow. Sink down to a low red seam. Night unthreads every borrowed dream. Nothing here was ever mine to keep. Just a road, some smoke, and a little peace. Let me fade with the evening wind, with the dust on my shoes and the light gone thin. If I'm small in the wide, wide frame, let me stand and be small the same.
Down the trail where the cedar leans, light falls soft through living green. Boots find shape in the dirt and stone. Every mile makes a quieter home. Smoke climbs thin from a weathered flame, twists through the dark like a half-known name. Out past the ridge where the last birds wheel, something in me grows plain and real. There was a yard and a rusted swing, screen door slap in the dusk of spring. Grass would bend where the brothers ran. Time was wide as the open land. Now the road hums low through the bending grain, and the heart keeps count in a gentler way. What was held with a young hand tight turns to dust in the amber light. Still the hills don't answer fast, they just hold the dark till the moment passes. In that hush, with the fire gone slack, even doubt doesn't need to fight back. Let me rest where the tall grass sways, where the sky stays wide at the close of day. If the world is vast and I'm small this way, there's a kind of peace in the place I take. Not a crown, not a grand design, just a little breath in a field of time. Ash turns pale and the coals sink low. Night moves slower, the old paths go. What we keep is a borrowed spark, brief and bright in the breathing dark. Let me rest where the tall grass sways, where the sky stays wide at the close of day. Not a crown, not a grand design, just a little breath